Cop fatally shoots baby mother in West Morland. The stranded baby mother of a police constable is dead after she allegedly attacked the lawman outside his home in Little London in Westmoreland on Thursday night. She has been identified as 38-year-old Janice Francis, a cosmetologist from Albay Housing Scheme in the parish, who shared a child with the cop. Reports indicated that around 7:40 p.m., the constable, after concluding duty, went home. Upon arriving at his house, he was pounced upon by Francis, who had been waiting in the dark outside his residence with a machete. It is reported that the constable drew his firearm and a tussle ensued, during which Francis was shot 3 times to the upper body and the lawman received a gunshot in his palm. He was reportedly taken to hospital by neighbors, where he was treated and released. Francis was taken to hospital by the police, where she died while undergoing treatment. It is alleged that Francis has been stalking the constable for some time. Man fatally stabbed alleged attacker in Manchester. A man was fatally stabbed in Whitby near My Gully in Manchester after reportedly attacked another man with a knife on Thursday. Police named the deceased as 29-year-old Omar Stewart, otherwise called Brando, a resident of My Gully. A police report said about 1:20 a.m., Stewart, armed with a knife, reportedly attacked the man and a dispute occurred. It is alleged that the man disarmed his attacker and inflicted stab wounds to Stewart's body. Stewart was pronounced dead at hospital. The incident is being treated as a homicide, as detectives await further evidence to determine whether it was a case of self-defense or murder. This latest incident follows a similar case near the New Green roundabout in Manchester, where a fruit vendor was reportedly attacked but managed to overpower his attacker, inflicting deadly stab wounds last week, Thursday. High-end bikes seized during police operation in St. Elizabeth. 5 high-end motorcycles, including 2 BMW bikes, were seized by police during a major operation in Marysville, St. Elizabeth. Head of the division, Superintendent Clarence Minto, says the operation was initiated after a motorbike that was reported stolen in the United States of America was found in a community near Marysville. He noted that the operations and investigations will expand beyond the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Superintendent Minto is urging the owner or operation of the premises where the vehicles were recovered to report to the Black River Police Station. He noted that a stolen motor vehicle was also recovered in Nain.
Where we are, a number of motorbikes were seized. 5 high-end motorbikes, to include 2 BMW motorbikes, were seized at this location. It is important to note that this investigation commenced several weeks ago, where 1 high-end motorbike was seized in an operation not far from here. That bike was stolen in the United States, and intelligence led us to a particular address. As we expanded that operation and that investigation, it led us to this premises where the other 5 motorbikes were seized. The investigation will also expand beyond the JCF, given that these bikes carry a CC rating of 1,000, and at least one of the bikes has already been registered to a local owner in this area. We will continue our investigation with the other authorities, to include the Island Traffic Authority, the tax office, and to identify where persons who may have assisted in getting this motorbike to be so registered. Another motor vehicle was recovered this morning in the main area. That motor vehicle was stolen and is now in the custody of the police. The operation is ongoing at this time. It's a joint operation between other formations from the JCF, to include PSTEB, Specialized Operations or AFAT team, as well as members of the Jamaica Defense Force.
SMO at KPH, Dr. Natalie Whiteley, has resigned. Senior Medical Officer at the Kingston Public Hospital, KPH, Dr. Natalie Whiteley, has resigned. CEO of KPH, Barrington Graham, told reporters that her resignation take effect on June 13. She has indicated her desire to move on from the role, having served there with distinction for many years. It is a personal decision that she has made, he noted. Barrington lauded Whiteley for her more than 30 years of contribution to the island's premier trauma hospital and indicated that KPH has already initiated the process of finding a replacement. There are no issues with her contribution to the hospital, The hospital appreciates the service that she has given, and she just indicated her desire to move on to another chapter of her life. But there was no hint or any indication that there was any untowards about the decision, he noted. But reflecting on her career at KPH, in the Facebook post, she stated that she enjoyed working at the hospital and had made many good friendships and frenemies. As I walk away, I surrender to the will of God for my life, she stated. Mobe Mayor refuses to yield on political poster removal. Lawyers writing on behalf of Montego Bay Mayor Richard Vernon and the St. James Municipal Corporation have officially responded to the Electoral Office of Jamaica. In a letter seen by reporters, which is directed to the ECJ chairman, Earl Jarrett, and dated May 14, representatives from the firm Bennett Cooper Summitt put forward a response to the inquiry that has been made in regards to the corporation's actions in removing campaign banners of the opposition People's National Party (PNP). We act for and on behalf of His Worship, the Mayor of Montego Bay, Councillor Richard Vernon, and the St. James Municipal Corporation, and refer to you this letter dated the 25th of April 2025. The letter would go on to outline that the stance has been already taken by the Mayor and the Corporation in relation to the matter, which is also the subject of Supreme Court proceedings. Our clients are committed to observing the provisions of the Political Ombudsman Act 2024, the letter noted. However, on perusal of the Act, we cannot find the basis upon which our clients are being asked to provide relevant explanations, particularly in the context of the municipality's performance of its statutory obligation under the Town and Country Planning Control of Advertisement Regulations 1978, which preceded that Representatives of the People Amendment Act 2016 by 38 years. The regulations are not unclear or ambiguous to the obligations of the municipal corporation, nor are the other relevant laws under which the corporation has jurisdiction, the statement continued. The corporation is neither a political party or person, and the mayor, who is also the chairman of the corporation, performs his duties as such, it noted. In a previous communique to the mayor, the ECJ had called for an explanation of why the advertisement banners of 3 representatives of the People's National Party were removed. Banners belonging to candidates Dr. Andre Horton, Senator Janice Reid, and Alan Bernard were removed after the mayor indicated that they were not in the election period and that some of the banners were placed at the commercial board areas. He had initially warned them of the action, and when his requests to remove the boards were not met, the corporation removed them from several areas of the western city. This drew the anger of candidates who promised that they would take the matter to court and have since applied to the Supreme Court for a judicial review of what transpired, plus other requests of the court. To the initial letter from the ECG, the mayor, through his representatives, had asked for an extension because of the court's proceedings, which was granted until March 14 and has now provided the response. However, the representatives of the mayor also used the opportunity to request information on how the letter that was sent to the mayor was allegedly late before it got to him. On another note, we were instructed by His Worship the Mayor that he first learned of the contents of the above-mentioned letter through the media and before same was delivered to him in a sealed envelope, it noted. Kindly indicate whether this matter was disclosed to the media by your office, and if so, the basis upon which this was done. If not, kindly indicate what measures will be put in place by your godly office to ensure that any disclosures made to our clients in this matter will be kept confidential as required by the Act, it continued. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.